move forward and how to move through this process, because there's other aspects of it. The philosophy behind Silence of Protocol goes along with URL's slogan. URL's slogan is you can't copy respect, right? Mm-hmm. But Silence of Protocol's philosophy is, but disrespect is duplicatable. You can't copy respect, but disrespect is duplicatable. And that's behind it. So
meaning, just to clarify that, disrespect is duplicatable.
Disrespect is duplicatable.
It's like if we disrespect, we're gonna go extra.
Well, here's the leverage.
Okay.
Because URL is the NBA, I have leverage because I know that you want to be on the league. Yeah. So what I'll do is I'll have you go through the gamut. I'll drag you through the mud, right? So that you do what I want. Yeah. You do what I want.
Submit your will.
Submit your will. Yes, sir.
You see, I'm with the same crew. Take a look around. I'm just chilling in the crib. You know I got my feet up. Squad based on loyalty. How can they defeat us? We see them pray.
The other side was because my style was not liked, and that in order for me to be booked, I have to change my style to fit P's perception.
Damn.
And then I was told the other reason why I wasn't moving forward was because I don't dress like a nigga from the streets, and that in order for me to be booked, I have to change my dress.
Damn, so they tell you gotta change your whole image, the way you rap and your image
to fit. This is what P told me.
Damn, so they saying they just not fucking with what you bring.
He said,
in a sense,
not they.
Who? Oh.
P said.
Oh, so it was a specific person. P.
Yes. P said. He said that my style does not fit what he's looking for.
Wow. Okay.
And now I had to change my style to fit what he believes I should rap like.
Okay.
Which is crazy.
Okay.
Right. So I'm taking all this information in all at the moment, and this brings us to the next key. It's P's mindset, because at that moment I felt supremely disrespected. Like, you can't tell her what I look like telling you. I don't like how you rap. You gotta rap the way I tell you to rap. I don't like how you dress. You gotta dress how. If you want me to book you, watch the Crucible Part 2. Go to the end where they start picking everybody. It's right there.
Yeah.
And the people in the comments were saying the same thing. They're like, yo, what are you talking about? So I got into a space where I started to feel like real disrespected, and I was about to get real judgmental. But then I thought about it. I was like, there's something to this. There's something to this that I gotta pay attention to. And we're all seeking approval to some degree, right? For our work. And what I found was that P's looking for approval for himself, from the culture and from Smack and Beasley. A specific type of approval. Because there was somebody who put a perception on him that he disagrees with. And getting that approval will disprove that perception. And I was sitting there thinking, I was like, I need a little bit more, and I don't want to be judgmental, so I figured I would go to try understand Terrence Pugh as a man. Like, what is he about, right? So that I can save myself from being judgmental, right? So what I found was that, and this is about to get heavy. Bear with me. Sometimes when we go through situations in our younger years, we don't recognize how it affects us when we get older, right? And P's bread and butter is his vision. That's his pride and joy, his thoughts, his views, his opinions, his vision of things, right? And I believe that there may have been somebody in his past that may have said something real malicious about how he thinks. You see what I'm saying? His thoughts and his vision. And it was real malicious, and it got to a point where it harbored something in him, right? And then when most of us are in pain, right, we tend to look for a situation or an environment where that pain is less, and then we look for people who have a resemblance of the person who caused us pain to see if we want to reconcile. But there are other people who go at it for retribution. like a cop, like a person who gets bullied when they're in high school and they become a cop and they start oppressing the people that they used to be a part of, right? Or if a kid goes and robs an elderly person and says, you know what, I'm gonna rob you because somebody robbed me, right? That happens subconsciously and people it doesn't go unchecked. So I felt like I said, maybe the reason why he's being this way, maybe the disrespect is just collateral damage. Maybe he's just trying to find that approval, and the method of how he goes about it isn't right. You know what I'm saying? Because there should be no reason why you're telling me the reason why I'm not getting booked is because I don't dress the way you like. You see what I'm saying? That don't make no sense at all. So I started to think deeper. I started to look deeper, and I found that he's also has a military background and an extensive career in the postal service. Why does this matter? Because when you're dealing with somebody who says knowledge, your thoughts and your views and your vision is nothing. Your creativity, that ain't nothing here. And then you go into the military where change is not allowed. Everything's traditional. Postal service the same way. They work off a system, right? And then you take on top of that, upward mobility in those places is practically a political nightmare. You can ask anybody in the military when they're trying to get to the next rank how many loops they got to go through in order for them to get that, right? So you take somebody that's going through that, then going through the military, and then going through the postal service, and then he enters battle rap, which is practically the Wild West. No rules. He can operate with impunity. And then he's in a position of power, right? So you're in that position of power, you finally have a chance to have your visions and your thoughts viewed. That's either going to do one or two things. It depends on the person you are. It depends on your tastes. You might use it for retribution, or you might use it to actually give back. Truth be told, I think that, I honestly don't think that he knows what he's doing. Like, I don't think that he's being intentional with what he's doing, right? And because I believe that he may have been slighted somewhere in his past, I'm not going to judge him for the disrespect that he showed me, because truth be told, if he hadn't have disrespected me, I wouldn't have got these keys. I wouldn't have found these keys, and I believe that it had to be me. I think that there was no other URL rookie in the class that I graduated with that would have had what it took to take the disrespect, to take the, yeah, you got to start all over. Yeah, I know you're gonna get a one-off, but we're gonna start you from scratch. Yeah, you can't battle on Ultimate Madness. You got to go battle on a lower league that's, with go back to Coliseum, go back to We Go Hard, and if you make some noise there, maybe we'll enter you in the Crucible the next time. I don't think that they would have had the stamina and the mental build to be able to do that. But see, as Cuban has told me, I have a little bit more compassion than the regular battler, right? So I forgive him for the disrespect. And I hope he changes. I really do. I hope that he finds that issue that he can resolve it, so that battle rap as a whole can get better, so that we don't get a situation like we saw before in the past scenarios, right? So I do hope that he gets that healing.
Wow, I didn't see any of this coming. So this was definitely intriguing. Like, you took me someplace right there. Okay, that was definitely something different.
Now, in the case that he doesn't change, okay, I got a contingency plan, which is the next key. It's important for people to understand his method so that they can move forward.
Got you.
The reason why I'm giving you this is because I'm not afraid of not being booked.
Got you.
Anymore.
Got you.
Right? I already laid my career down. So I'm going to give you this. The next key. There is no more vault.
Yeah.
The vault has been replaced with what is called silencer protocol. You know what silencer protocol is? I'm going to tell you. Smack and Beasley are smart because they understand that brands are going to help URL grow. By putting people that have a brand on caffeine stages, it helps everybody grow. It helps the brand grow. They can reach out to more audiences, right? P, in his job, helps URL North by telling them about the talent that he sees in URL South. You can call it the narrative of the moment. The narrative of the moment are the styles and the brands that P wants on URL. Okay? So Silencer Protocol is an initiative to silence and cease the momentum and progress of a battler who does not have a style or brand that fit P's vision. I'm going to say that again. The Silencer Protocol is an initiative to cease the momentum and the progress of a battler whose brand and style does not fit P's vision. What that means is that if he wants punchers to be on URL, there's nothing you can do about it. If he wants performers on URL, there's nothing you can do about it. You can change your style, or you can stay true to who you are. Now, Silencer Protocol is very elegant in how it's created because you can't really call them out on it directly if you don't know exactly what you're pointing at, which is why I had to go through the Crucible to see exactly what it was. Right? So picture this. You just graduate out the PGs and you wondering why your style is going this way. And why your battles are being booked here, here, and you're getting this opponent, and you're wondering why you're not going to the next level. It's Silencer Protocol. It's Silencer Protocol.
So they just not feeling your style, so they just kind of like...
It's not they.
All P.
Yes, sir.
So it's all P.
Yes, sir. It's not they. And the reason why it's not they is because that's one of the reasons why some people don't get booked is because when you say they, you automatically include everybody else.
Yeah, because right? When I include they is because if he's doing what he's doing, he's also got permission. So that would also mean that he has permission to do what he's doing.
Key number one: URL North and URL South.
It's a division.
Yes, sir.
It's a division.
Yes, sir.
It's like, yo, just handle that and
yes,
we'll handle this.
There are things because look at it. If I'm
I don't got time to be worried about. I got you.
If I tell you he's charging too much, I'm not gonna go check.
Got you. It's like, yo, it's like how I work with no bars. Do your thing. So if you got an issue, you gotta, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, though, even with that, if it is an issue, I'm still involved.
Exactly. So, just like the North situation, a lot of the things that were happening without knowing that there's URL South and North, if there's something that happens in URL South, it's not really going to affect URL North. But when things happen to affect URL North, then everything got to be changed.
Got you.
You see what I'm saying?
Got you.
So you could have a battler who has what it takes to be on URL, but just because he doesn't fit P's vision, he's not gonna get there.
Got you.
You see what I mean?
Got you.
So this is dangerous because you're telling people one thing and then you turn around and don't give them the feedback that's required so that they can move forward with their careers. This is a dangerous situation with the Silencer Protocol because you got so many people that probably are in it. They're on the hamster wheel thinking that they're moving forward. Typically, if you're not on caffeine, then you're most likely dealing with Silencer Protocol to a degree. Most people that have what it takes or fit his vision, they automatically move forward. Some people had one PG going at boom, boom, boom. Now they on. Now this is not to slight anybody who move forward, but this is something for people who want to get into the game, but to better understand how to move forward and how to move through this process. Because there's other aspects of it. The philosophy behind Silencer Protocol goes along with URL's slogan. URL slogan is you can't copy respect, right? Mm-hmm. But Silencer Protocol's philosophy is, but disrespect is duplicatable. You can't copy respect, but disrespect is duplicatable. And that's behind it. So
meaning, just to clarify that, disrespect is duplicatable.
Disrespect is duplicatable.
It's like if we disrespect, we're gonna go extra.
Well, here's the leverage.
Okay.
Because URL is the NBA, I have leverage because I know that you want to be on the league.
Yeah.
So what I'll do is I'll have you go through the gamut. I'll drag you through the mud, right? So that you do what I want.
Yeah.
You do what I want.
Submit your will.
Submit your will. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So here's another thing. Let's say I believe that the Silencer Protocol came up out of fear of confrontation. Not confrontation as far as a fight, but confrontation as far as firing somebody, right? So if I'm going through the process, what I believe that and I hope P changes, is that they have better conversations with the battlers to say, look, we're not moving forward with you in the process. We have no intention of putting you forward. That doesn't happen because if they go to another league and they blow up, what ends up happening is people at the top start looking and say, wait, wasn't he with us? Why is he with KOTD now? Why is he doing numbers on RBE? Why was he over there? You don't want that to happen, right? See, when P starts to recognize that he's not aware of something, or he's not in control of something, or even worse, that he's wrong, and I know this from personal experience, you start going through the gamut of making sure that he gets right back in the position. Okay? So you have a lot of battle rappers that could do more in battle rap, but don't, because they're not having that final conversation. You know how hard it is to get people on the phone?
I was talking to No Bars the other day, and I was like, damn, son, I want to see Benji Lolo on URL, son. Fuck that. Fuck the Crucible. Throw my nigga right up in there, son. That's how I felt. You know what I'm saying? Just why? Because I'm like, yo, son is wild. I mean, like, some people, it might not be for everybody, whatever it is, but that nigga is entertaining. So it's like, yo, give him a shot to, you know what I mean? I know, of course, there's a system.
Silencer protocol, bro. Silencer.
You think that's like a Benji Lolo type of situation?
I believe. Hey, look. Yes, sir. I think that there are some people that would do crazy on URL, but they just don't fit his vision. You know what I'm saying? And that's a hard thing to get around. You know what I mean?
Damn. So with the Crucible, then you're saying these are all people that fit the vision?
Yes. Here's why. P is kind of like a Thomas Edison. Thomas Edison was known for creating the light bulb, but he didn't invent the light bulb. Now remember, Smack and Beasley are looking for brands. When you got somebody who's so high on their own vision, the thing that they want is to give something to them that says, I developed him. But there's a lot of battlers who don't necessarily need artist development on their brand. They have a strong understanding of where they want to take their brand. They just need to be put in position. That don't work with the URL South. That don't work. You don't just tell them, yo, I know my brand and I'm trying to move forward over here. That don't work. You got to go with what he gives you. So he makes
the shit with some shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna make you. I know I could put you on that stage, but I'm gonna make you battle 5 times over here. And then when you get tired and when you get done with battle rap and people forget about your buzz that you had, then I'm gonna put you forward.
So you gotta change the way you rap, change your shirt.
You gotta change your shirt.
Yo, son, you might come through with the hoodie. You feel me? Like, you feel me?
Even
with the constructs, like, you know what I mean, all black. You feel me? With the, you know what I'm saying? Probably a flag or something. You feel me? And just straight disrespect. And my gun so big and just go crazy.
It still wouldn't work, bro. It still wouldn't work. It wouldn't work.
He said I wouldn't be doing me, man. Fuck that.
Here go another weapon. You know, another way you know that you on the silencer protocol is when they start using basketball references to determine why you can't move to the next level. Oh, you think that you LeBron? No, I don't think I'm LeBron. I'm trying to figure out who I am in the game, and I can't move forward until I get a better opportunity. You know what I was told? He told me one time that you can't get on a gnome unless you show me a gnome level performance in a small room setting. And I challenged him on that. I said, how am I going to do that? There's no way that I can do a small room volume setting battle and give you a gnome performance. It's literally impossible. And I gave him this analogy. I said, you can't teach a man how to swim on dry land. You got to put him in the water. You got to put him there. Either he gonna fail or he gonna work, right?
That's a fact.
When my first PG happened, I had that long stint. I battled 2018, I think. I was 2018, 2017, one of the two. It was January, I know that. 7 months went by with no call. 7 months. So I'm sitting there like, oh, you know, I guess they done with me, right? I get a call. RBE calls me and says, hey, we want you to open up for Murder Mook and Averb. I'm the only PG to ever battle on the same stage as an industry artist and Mook and Verb and Ice, all of them, right? When they heard that I got the call, P hit me up. Oh, no, you ain't gonna go over there. You can't go over there and battle because they're beneath us, right? I said, look, I don't know. You haven't even been calling me. What am I supposed to do as an artist? I'm not going to stop my opportunity. You don't. He said he didn't believe that I was ready for a larger stage. Okay, there go to perception. There go to vision. I decide to challenge it. All right, you watch the battle. You let me know what happens. I go up there. I smoke them. I set the night off. Pay-per-view, the largest opportunity I've ever been on. I come back. So now can I move forward? I didn't know I wasn't supposed to challenge P's vision. I didn't know that. Now, ever since then, he was like, nah, I'm gonna give you such and such right here. I'm gonna give you Radio B, and I'm gonna make you battle on the first night, and you're gonna be the first battle. And then after me and him have a battle of the weekend, you know what I'm saying? They say, oh yeah, you know what? The reason why we put you first is because we thought y'all was gonna be boring, and we was trying to get you out of there. And okay, you got him. Now let me give you Scotty Good. I know, since you Coliseum, you can't survive the We Go Hard, and you're not ready for a largest opportunity, right? I go in there and me and Scotty Good have a crazy battle. So it's been a get back ever since. And then after that, how would you feel if you were a battler and you were told that you can't go battle on XYZ League, and then you got to stay through the PG process, and then they scrap the PGs and then have a whole new entire process? Right? You know how sick you would have been knowing that you could have battled on a large stage with one of the, you know what I'm saying? Mook versus Averb was that was the largest battle of the year. And it matters. It matters. Hitman versus Cassidy matters. Whether they think it, you know what I'm saying? It matters. And I want more battlers to be able to have the opportunity to experience situations like that. I want them, if they want to go through the URL, okay, cool, let's go through the URL. But I need you to understand the silencer protocol so that when you get into the game, you don't get stifled and you end up sitting out for 3 years when you could be moving forward. If Smack and Beasley want to put you on a card, they will put you on a card. I've never had a conversation with them. I've had ideas that I wanted to bring to them to help every other rookie too, not just me. But I couldn't get that call out because of
Silence protocol.
The silencer protocol. I couldn't get that out.
Title right there.
I couldn't get it out. Right?
Yeah.
Basketball. Here's another thing that people don't want you to understand. If you're a battler that's trying to get on URL, right? Or if you're a battler that's on URL and you might not be on caffeine level status, right? You remember when they used to have those XXL rookie? These are the new class, 2021 rookie class. It's a scapegoat. Truth be told, if you get booked for a URL card, you are a rookie, especially if you're new. You don't have to wait for them to say that you're a rookie for you to be a rookie. And they use basketball references. Here you go again. And this is how I know it's wrong, because here's the proper analogy. Let's take the music industry, right? Throw contracts out the water. Let's say that URL is a label. You have premier artists and then you have regular artists. The premier artists on that label get all the backing, they get all the marketing, they get all the money, they get all the billboard slots.
The first best opportunity.
Best opportunities. They in New York, billboards and everything. They all that. The regular artists, they may possibly get a little bit of extra engineers. Yeah. They may possibly get all of that, right? They're still artists. I might not be on their level, and that's fine. I got to get it out the mud. I watched the interview with with Pusha T, and he was talking about how when he was on Arista Records and they did Grinding, he said that they have a thing called when a record has legs of its own. That means it's popping anywhere, even though it doesn't, you know what I'm saying? L.A. Reid comes up and says, why is it that this group over here has a record with legs of its own and we're not marketing them like these people, and their music is doing better than theirs? Like a Benji Lolo. They're getting notoriety. Why don't we have that back? And he said, L.A. Reid told the people, he said, if we don't have them in that process before the end of this week, I'm firing all y'all. Because there should be no reason why this person is not getting the backing when it can help everyone. Everyone. That don't exist in battle rap. That doesn't exist, unfortunately. And I hope that it shows up, right? Because people that are that you see on the rise, whether it be a Funeral Fame or She Happens or Next, or you know what I'm saying, a Cuban, or anybody that's on the rise, right? They can I really do believe that they can cause wreck with anybody, even myself. I look at all the people. I would love to battle with Brooklyn Hands or Real Sick or swamp all of them. I think I got what it takes to take all of them out, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. But, you know what I'm saying? Until things change, it's going to be the same old, same old. It's going to be the same old, same old.
The Crucible doesn't really change anything in a sense.
The Crucible changes things for people who have no stature in battle rap.
Gotcha.
Right? If you went to We Go Hard and you rocked out and people know your name, the Crucible is really, it may do something for you, but it's not going to do as much as the people like, one of my other favorite people on the Crucible is Anderson Burris. You know what I'm saying? I never seen him before the Crucible. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Coming from iBattle. You know what I mean? Stuff like that.
Yeah, like, you know, like for me too, like a lot of people's brand new. Like, yeah, well, you're right. It's like watching somebody who's been there for already it kind of defeats the purpose.
That's right. And I would rather you tell me, hey, you're not going to be on URL because we're going in a different direction. All right, cool. Now I can go over to RBE or KOTD and I can be comfortable knowing that I'm not getting booked over here. Close the door. Let's close it. Either keep it open or let's close it.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? Final key. So remember, the first key, URL North, URL South. Get in where you fit in, understand the game, right? If you're in URL South, it's time for you to play ball. Ain't no, you gotta trust the new process. All that. If you are in URL South, you need to play ball. And then hopefully if you make enough noise, you'll get to URL North. Right? The second key, better communication and better logistics for the battlers. This key is specifically for URL South. I wish them the best, that they can really make an impact, right? So they can take away the stigma from the PGs. They need better communication and better logistics. The Crucible is great, and it's going to do great things for people that are new into the culture. Third key, don't judge P for the disrespect that he may show you, because I don't believe that he's intentionally trying to do it. I think that there's something that's going on internally there, right? Forgive him for it, if you can, if you have the strength to do so. It's not about him. It never was about him. It's never about us. It's not about me, right? Fourth key, silencer protocol. Understand the method. If you are in URL South, you may be under silencer protocol, and you may be wasting your years on a hamster wheel when all you could do is step off the hamster wheel. What was that movie, The Truman Show? When he was in there, he was on a TV show the whole time, and he didn't hit the wall. I hit the wall, right? Fifth and final key. It's industry comparisons.